Suhana, were you participating in these protests? Suhana, is samay kya chal raha hai? How did these protests start? What can you tell us, Suhana?
So I would not say we were part of the protest entirely, but we, as the youth had shown solidarity, it started at 9 a.m. and was supposed to end at 5 p.m. However, till 9 till 12, I arrived there around 12:30 to 1, and it was a very, very peaceful protest, Mr. Gaurav. And honestly, to tell you that people were actually singing, dancing, and there was music being played. It did not start out as the way it has been portrayed, because it started out very peacefully and the agendas were very clear from the get-go that the youth is not going to be violent. We had no weapons, quite frankly, nor did we come with that intention, I think. And to portray that this tag that Gen Z did all of this, I think would be very false. I feel it becomes very easier to control that sort of narrative. However,
Okay.
there were people from all walks of life, from all demographics. Actually, you had businessmen to actual people, activists, people who have actually been really affected by the social media ban in the country, whose livelihood also depends on such digital apps to keep us connected to a more global audience.
So who's
However,
leading
I
these protests? Who is leading these protests? How did everyone come together? How did lakhs of people assemble, not just in Kathmandu, but across Nepal, Suhana?
I think what happened is when the ban started, right, Gaurav, all the entire audience was only watching TikTok, and when TikTok, if you can see, the entire South Asian continent right now is talking about the corruption and so many things. If you see in movement, even in Indonesia, was something very similar. Where people are speaking out about. Countries and their poor policies regarding governance and creating economic stability. So, in that sense, I would say that this was an entire frustration that was much more wider than just your social media ban. It was holding a government accountable for not being able to, build sustainable policies. At the same time, also not, there's so much tax that is being paid. Where is it going? There has been no reform from the. We understand we're an old country, but the policies are new. However, there has been no
Yes.
support that has been shown.
Okay. Darshan and Sohana, stay with me.
So it
Darshan,
was communicated.
are you satisfied just with the resignation of the Home Minister? We are just told the Home Minister has resigned, or are protesters now demanding that even Prime Minister KP Sharma Oli should resign?
No, look, as far as I understand the mindset of the Gen Z generation, I think the whole government, I mean, this protest is one aspect is the ban of the 26 platforms, right? But another aspect is the Gen Z or this generation have failed us. That's the conclusion. So it's about the whole systematic change that the youth of Nepal see at the moment.
Okay.
So that's
So,
not enough.
okay, so Home Minister resigning is not enough. Entire government should resign is what protesters want. But then who will replace them? What is the system that will come? Because anyway, it's a coalition government where you have the left and the right, virtually operating together to remain in power.
Right, I mean, right now, I mean, there is so much confusion that's going around in the minds of people who went in the protest today. So the youths are seeking for someone, some leader to and I think I don't know whoever that could be, but the entire government, the prime minister, I think should KP Sharma Oli should resign from his position. I've also heard that they are calling for 11 p.m. like security meetup has been just floating around in the surface in the internet. So I don't know like what gonna happen, but the tragic death that we have seen in the peaceful protests,
Yes.
it's crazy, it I couldn't even believe my eyes, and that I've seen today in the
Darshan, stay with
protest,
me, and
as
Sohana,
a
stay with me.
journalist.
Janil Chauhan, you've served in Nepal. You speak the language. You understand the people. So is this a protest on a social media ban, against corruption and incompetence of the KP Sharma Oli government, or are the youth very frustrated with the way Nepal was led by the previous generation, and perhaps the social media ban was just the last straw that broke the proverbial camel's back?
Good evening, Gaurav. Thank you for calling me for your show. Well, I agree with you. The issue is, of course, the fact that there is a lack of governance in Nepal. This lack of governance has been going on for the last almost 20 years. There's been absolutely no development in Nepal, and there's a huge lot of corruption. But the issue about these riots or this the disturbance is that no leader has emerged. So there is no political ideology that has come up. It might happen after a little while, a few more days, and you might get a leader or with an ideology. But at the present moment, it's not that. The fact that the Home Minister of Nepal has resigned shows us that probably Nepal Congress is likely to break this very uneasy coalition with KP Sharma's Oli's Maoists. So there will be a fracture in the governance. There will be a breakdown. I'm certain that in the days to come, KP Sharma Oli might have to resign because he will simply lose power because the Nepal Congress will break away. Now, the issue is that I've seen these disturbances in the past, in 2005,
Yes.
2006, 2007, when you had come there earlier, when I was the defense attaché there. These disturbances were there. But at that time, there was a clear leader that was emerging. Prachanda
Yes.
was leading the Maoists,
Prachanda.
and there was a very clear idea that who and what is going to happen. At this present moment, that is not there. Now, there are three questions in my mind. If there's
Okay.
not there, who's starting it? That's the first issue. Is there money that is coming out from somewhere else? That's the second issue. Even the Gen Z frustration. As you said, you asked this question from one of the young people there about who is coordinating this? How can all 77 districts have disturbances without coordination?